A journey back to the past, unveiling the magic of Simon the Sorcerer. A nostalgic adventure awaits. It's been 3 decades since I last ventured into the world of Simon the Sorcerer, and I must admit, I'm feeling a bit nostalgic. But here's the twist, my first encounter with this iconic game series has left me with more questions than answers. Wands of Change and a Magical Journey. Step into the enchanting world of 1994, a time when my parents, after much persuasion about the future-proofing benefits of Microsoft Encarta, finally blessed our household with a 486DX266 PC. Little did they know, it was the gateway to a digital wonderland. Within days, I became a ravenous consumer of PC gaming magazines, flipping through pages worn from overuse. LucasArts Sam & Max, Hit the Road was my gateway drug, leading me down a path of gaming addiction that included Theme Park, The Seventh Guest, and Myst. Yet, amidst this gaming frenzy, one title eluded me: Simon the Sorcerer. The elusive Simon the Sorcerer. It's quite surprising, considering how vividly this game has etched itself into my memory. I can still picture the magazine ads and demo discs, and the allure of that sturdy purple-edged box, promising a fantasy adventure like no other. But, for reasons unknown, I never took the plunge. Fast forward 3 decades, and I find myself revisiting this teenage curiosity, thanks to the newly released Simon the Sorcerer, Origins, a lavish prequel to the cult classic 1993 game. A confusing tale unfolds. Simon the Sorcerer, Origins presents an intriguing tale of a snarky 12-year-old boy, sucked into a fantasy world through a portal, on a quest to defeat the evil sorcerer Sordid and find his way home. It's a classic point-and-click adventure, reminiscent of Monkey Island and Discworld. However, Origins adds a twist, suggesting Simon had ventured into this world before, which seems contradictory to the original's narrative. This prequel, developed by Small Thing Studios, is filled with knowing winks and references that might leave newcomers scratching their heads. Simon's encounter with the wizard Calypso, for instance, feels more like a confusing inside joke than a welcoming introduction. Presentation, whimsical, yet disjointed. Visually, Simon the Sorcerer, Origins is a treat. The hand-painted backgrounds and well-animated characters create a whimsical world. The music, with a surprise Rick Astley track, adds to the charm. However, the Disney-inspired presentation feels at odds with the game's irreverent tone, especially with Chris Berry's voice, now 65, coming from a 12-year-old protagonist. A tale of two tonalities. My biggest gripe lies with the script. While the story beats are solid, the gags and pop culture references feel forced and clumsy. The attempt to blend humor with a snarky tone often falls flat, taking away from the enjoyment. Additionally, the game's constant reminders that you're playing a video game, characters referencing tutorials or labeling passers-by as NPCs, break the immersion. Confusion and curiosity. I find myself wondering if the original Simon the Sorcerer, which received decent acclaim, was always like this. Is Origins an accurate representation of the experience I might have had in the 90s? I'm not sure, and that uncertainty leaves me intrigued. A mixed bag of feelings. Despite my criticisms, I do find some redeeming qualities. The presentation is lovely, and the early puzzle chains offer a decent challenge, striking a balance between intuitive and obscure. I've even grown accustomed to the tonal mishmash, finding humor in some of the less obnoxious gags. However, a clumsy reference to Bloodborne had me questioning my decision to play. A strange introduction. Simon the Sorcerer, Origins is an odd introduction to the series. It doesn't quite match the picture I had in my mind all those years ago. It has its charming moments and its frustrating bits, but whether it fits into the series' legacy is a mystery to me. Perhaps it's time to go back and play the original Simon the Sorcerer and uncover the magic that has captivated fans for decades. What do you think? Is Origins a faithful representation, or has time and a different development team altered the experience? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.